Hello, welcome to the Sweet Spot. You're cooking with Black Pearl. Today we're going to make plantain stuffed with ground beef and mozzarella. Today we have mozzarella cheese, 3 green plantains, chili powder, gravy master, Himalayan pink salt, garlic powder, Mrs. Dash, table blend, garlic and herbs, Mrs. Dash, paprika, we have some oil, flour, Brack's apple cider vinegar, we have some ground turkey, and we have some ketchup. For our ground turkey, we're going to use 3 cloves of garlic, a half chopped yellow pepper, a half chopped red pepper, a half chopped orange pepper, and finely chopped onions, and finely chopped tomatoes. Let's get started. So let's turn our stove to high just to get it heated up. So we're going to start with a 1 tablespoon of any oil that you have. And what I did was turn your stove to medium heat. Add all of your vegetables. Add your tomatoes. As our vegetables are sauteing themselves, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to cutting the green plantain. A container filled with water, that's so we can put them in there, that's so they don't turn brown. Off the tips of them first. Slice it down the middle. Oops. So what you want to do is take the knife, pull up the skin, and it should release itself pretty easy. So take the knife and just work it up the line like this, without cutting yourself, of course. Pry it open up here, pry. After that, pull it off and just work your fingers through it. Pry this side off. God, I don't want to cut myself. I don't want to cut myself on camera. Okay, so take your finger and just keep, it's kind of thick because it's green, so at the pieces you can't get open, just cut it. Be careful of your fingers. Keep going around. Okay, and this is the green plantain. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut them into 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces, put them in the water. Okay, so go ahead and do that for each one, and we'll be right back. From here, the vegetables has been cooking for at least 5 minutes. What we're going to do is start adding our seasonings to it. So we're going to take our Mrs. Dash garlic and herb blend. We're going to use a half of a tablespoon. That's that in. We are then going to use the table blend of seasoning, and we're going to do the same thing, half of a tablespoon. That's that in. With the paprika, same thing, half of a tablespoon. That's that in as well. A spoon of garlic powder. A half a teaspoon of the chili powder. A spoon of the Himalayan pink salt. We're going to give that a quick stir. From here, what we're going to do, we're going to add our gravy master. add a half of a tablespoon of Gravy Master. Throw that in there. We're going to add some ketchup, a half a teaspoon of ketchup. Add half of a teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar. Give that a quick stir. From here, what we're going to do, we're going to add the ground turkey. Okay, thing in, that's so everything is covered with the spice before it cooks. Okay, so now from here, what we're going to do, we're going to cover it down, fry in the plantain. We're going to add our oil. Turn the stove to high for right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill up the your pot halfway with oil. We're going to let it heat up, and leave it on high in about 2 minutes. We're going to turn it down to medium. That's so it's not burning our plantains. Okay, so 2 minutes in, turn your stove down to medium low. And then check your meat. Yeah, this should take you about 10 to 15 minutes. So in the next 2 minutes, I'll come back and check on to see if the meat is completely cooked. So from here, what you're gonna do is dab your plantains. Be careful because it's gonna start popping because of the little bit of water that's in them. And go ahead and put them in. Ooh, carefully. Turn up the stove to medium at this point. From here, what you want is the plantains to be golden brown. So we're gonna leave this and let them change their color. You're just looking for golden brown. You're not looking to cook them all the way through. So we're gonna move on to the meat. Get your flour. Okay, so we used 1 tablespoon of flour to 2 tablespoons of water. 1 tablespoon of flour to 2 tablespoons of water. Stir it up, and we're just gonna thicken up the water a little bit. That's so we can have, so we don't do that. 1 teaspoon of it. And stir it in. Actually, we're going to add a little bit more. So let's do a half of a teaspoon. So add a 1/4 cup of water back to your pot. Stir it. We're going to fry our plantains for about 5 minutes. Or less, until we see that golden brown. Go ahead and turn your meat off. Cover it back down. So this is the color you want your green plantains. It was approximately 7 minutes to fry them to this color. So what you're gonna do? Put them on a plate. Then from here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your, so I have a lemon press, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna put them in the lemon press. So they're pretty hot, so you might want to use a thong. Grab them, put them in the lemon press. Okay, so get them in there, make sure they're standing upwards. And then just press down on them. And what they're gonna do is make a bowl for you. Okay, so what you do is you put the plantain in. You come down on it. If it's too big, just cut off some pieces. Come down with your lemon press. Then take your hand and just pull it off. And this is gonna be our starter for our to stuff Okay? From here, what I'm going to need you to do is open up your mozzarella. And just put your little pieces. Get your glass container or whatever heat container you want to use. Kind of squish it down. Squish it into the bowl. Add your meat. And put it in there. Okay, so go ahead and put your mozzarella cheese in there. Put your meat. Put it in the pan. And continue doing that. And we'll go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And we're going to leave that in there for about 15 minutes. So from here, what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of salsa to it. Thank you for cooking at the Sweet Spot. This is Black Pearl. Thank you.